Welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Mike Slinkard. Today we're going all over the country and around the world in search of some incredible hex hunting experiences. First, we're going to be bow hunting black bear in New Mexico with Ralph Ramos and his buddy Andrew Decker. Then we're headed to Texas, where Ralph is going to try to tag a great fallow buck. And then we're headed all the way south down to Argentina with HECS crew member Brad Gohlke, and he's after one of his bucket list animals, the Asiatic water buffalo, using archery gear. Everywhere we go today, we're going to see HECS technology in full display, and it can't get any more exciting. So sit back and relax as we go hunting with HECS.
Hunting is about getting close. Really close. Get closer than you ever thought was possible.
When you have a cameraman and you setting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this HECS on.
You know, I was a skeptic. I'm not a skeptic anymore.
What an animal.
We showcase the science of getting close right here on Hunting with HECS.
Hunting with HECS is brought to you by PSE Archery. Arizona Archery Enterprises, manufacturers of quality archery products. Sonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Nocturnal lighted Nox, illumination that lasts for 20+ hours. Shinex, fusing night vision and thermal in one affordable optic. Tacticam, share your hunt. Spot Hog, the world's toughest archery products. Avula Safaris, book your hunt. And by HECS Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
On this first hunt, we're going to be bow hunting in New Mexico with world-famous guide Ralph Ramos. Ralph has a buddy named Andrew Decker, and he has a bear tag. And Ralph knows about a secluded waterhole that's about 1.5 miles back in the brush. Ralph knows that the bear just love this water, so they set up, hoping to catch a big bruin and get him in bow range. The pair just set up on the ground in the brush, and as the shadows began to lengthen, they saw a good bear heading their way. Well, the big boar came in slowly, surveying his surroundings carefully. But both Andrew and Ralph were wearing HECS systems head to toe. So, as we've come to expect, the bear had no clue that he was in any danger at all.
Just wait.
Andrew made an incredible shot, and there was a blood trail that a blind man could follow.
Yeah.
My first bear, can't be more blessed, more thankful. What a beautiful bear. Just all came together. Thank the Lord. Thank everybody. Thank you, Ramos. Hunts and videos. Man, I couldn't have done it without you. It's awesome.
Well, that was a great HECS moment for Andrew, and congratulations. Now we're going to join the master himself down in Texas. Ralph Ramos is bow hunting exotics with Acorn Outfitters near Del Rio, Texas. He's settled in the blind and he's self-filming. You know, this adds a lot to the challenge, but Ralph is determined to get it done. Well, it wasn't long before Ralph got his wish. A great chocolate fallow buck was the first to show up, along with a few fallow does and even a whitetail doe. Ralph is super close, and this is definitely the animal that he wants to take if he can. Well, he stays patient, and when the buck finally turns broadside, Ralph makes a perfect shot.
Oh, baby. Yes. Yes, man. Look what's laying right there.
Texas fallow deer.
Yeah. Cool.
Nothing like a free-range bow hunt.
Here we are. Boy, I am so excited, man. What a beautiful, beautiful fallow buck. And man, this is part of my Texas Slam, and I'm just so thankful to the good Lord above who just provided us a beautiful animal, and got to shoot him with my bow, man. That was so cool. That Mach 30 just did its job. And boy, the HECS suit, everything all came together this morning. I've been wanting one of these chocolate fallow deer, and finally made that happen. But boy, look at the palms on him, and you know, just the big old paddles on each side. Just a beautiful, gorgeous animal. Really, they look like a mini bull elk. And I just am tickled here today.
HECS is excited to offer our first dedicated outerwear system. Our new premium quality outerwear pant, coupled with a HECS hooded shirt with integrated face cover, is the ultimate HECS system for any hunting situation. You can find this system on our website as a pre-built system, or you can customize this system even further using our new Build Your Own System option. The hooded shirt comes with an integrated face mask, a convenient front pocket, thumb holes, and is the perfect HECS outerwear piece for these cooler days in the field. It comes in both HECS style camo patterns as well as a two-tone version. Brand new to the HECS lineup is our outerwear pants. These will be the most comfortable hunting pants you will ever wear. And of course, they have the HECS patented technology woven right in. They feature a super comfortable, action-cut, quiet fabric, ample pocket space, and a zippered leg pocket for your HECS accessories or your cell phone. This is a high-quality pant that replaces the need for an additional HECS layer in order to get the full HECS advantage. They come in both HECS style anywhere and HECS style green camo, as well as an olive brown. This is quickly becoming our best-selling system. You can check it out on our website along with other great HECS products and accessories. Don't delay. We expect these systems to sell out fast.
When we get back, we're going to be upping the game with a great adventure featuring Argentina water buffalo. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. Now we're headed to the southern hemisphere, to the sportsman's paradise of Argentina. You know, here is a giant variety of game, but HECS crew member Brad Gohlke is here to take the biggest and the baddest that they have to offer, and that's the Argentinian water buffalo. You know, these things are massive beasts. They can weigh up to 2,500 pounds, which is about 700 pounds heavier than the largest African Cape buffalo. And like the Cape buffalo, they're famous for their incredible tenacity and rank attitude. These are truly next level animals for any bow hunter, and they're extremely tough, absolutely giant, and can be extremely dangerous to hunt, especially with archer gear. But Brad's a seasoned veteran, and he knows his equipment and its capabilities. But one thing that he absolutely has to be is close. And getting close is what HECS Technology is all about. Well, there was buffalo sign everywhere, and the plan is to slowly stalk along the edges of these big openings, trying to spot buffalo. As their name implies, these buffalo also love the water and are rarely far from the ponds and lakes that dot the landscape. Well, the first day, the guys spot a huge old bull lying on the edge of a big pond. This seemed like a great opportunity, so Brad and his guides slowly tried to move into position. Like all wild buffalo, these animals have incredible noses, so the guys had to try to make a big circle around the bull to approach with the wind in their favor. You know, this took quite a while, and unfortunately when they finally got to where the bull had been, he had vanished. You know, that's just part of the challenge of bow hunting, but Brad wasn't deterred, and it was exciting just seeing this giant bull, and his expectations were on high. Well, at daylight the next day, the guys were back in the brush. They'd been hiking for about an hour before they spotted the first buffalo of the day. Here it becomes a game of cat and mouse as the guys try to slowly stalk into range of the feeding herd. You know, HECS Technology is on full display during this process. If the herd spooked, they'd travel for miles, so it was imperative that the guys stayed undetected. Fortunately, they were getting away with everything they needed to. The entire group was wearing HECS head to toe, and it was working like a charm.
If you're looking for a HECS system, come visit our new website, where you have the option to build your own system from any of the HECS clothing to match your particular hunting style. Or choose from one of our convenient pre-built systems specifically designed to cover you in HECS technology in every season. Our most popular HECS system is our base layer. The base layer is a lightweight semi-thermal material designed to be worn under your regular hunting clothing or over the top. It comes in the original olive green, as well as our new HECS Style Anywhere and HECS Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester base cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. All complete HECS systems include 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a HECS pant, HECS top, and HECS head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate HECS products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with HECS technology. The shirt is a quarter zip Henley with rugged serge stitching, embroidered HECS logo, and thumb holes. The form-fitting pants have rugged serge stitching throughout, and the heavy elastic waistband and cuff ensure they stay in place. They also feature a convenient fly. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the HECS hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the HECS grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save on your order of a complete HECS suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering.
When we get back, we're going to see if Brad can get an arrow in what they call the Black Death of Argentina. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. You know, Brad Gohlke has a dream of taking a giant Argentinian water buffalo with his bow. So far, they've seen plenty of big bulls, but they've yet to have a shot opportunity. Well, they got close many times and dogged the big herd for several hours, but the big bulls just stayed out of bow range. Then, late in the day, they found a great bull wallowing in the edge of a big pond. You know, there's zero cover, and the light was fading, but the bull was facing away from him. So, with nothing to lose, Brad decides to put HECS to the ultimate test and just try walking straight at the bedded bull right out in the open. Now, Brad's guides thought this idea was complete insanity, but they decided to let him give it a try anyway. Brad planned to slowly stalk directly at the bull, stopping if the bull happened to look in his direction. You know, with HECS technology, this actually is a viable option in many instances. You know, we've seen with mule deer, elk, and many other species that they don't perceive you the same way. So Brad is trusting HECS technology to block his electrical field, and hopefully that bull will stay calm enough if he happens to look in his direction. Slowly, step by step, Brad closes the distance. At one point, the bull seemed to actually be asleep, so Brad just slowly kept inching his way forward. Well, Brad's only 35 yards from the bull now, but he wants that perfect, slightly courting away angle to ensure a quick kill, so he slowly eases his way even closer. At 30 yards, Brad takes one last range and readies for the shot.
If you're looking for a HECS system, come visit our new website, where you have the option to build your own system from any of the HECS clothing to match your particular hunting style. Or choose from one of our convenient pre-built systems specifically designed to cover you in HECS technology in every season. The original HECS suit is very lightweight, breathable, and versatile enough to be used in almost any hunting situation. The HECS systems consist of 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a HECS pant, HECS top, and HECS head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate HECS products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with HECS technology. All HECS hunting products are now available in our new HECS Style Anywhere and HECS Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester base cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. The original pants are cut similar to sweatpants, with an elastic waistband, elastic cuffs on the bottom, side pockets, and a convenient fly. The pullover shirt features thumb holes, serge stitching, and an embroidered logo. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the HECS hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight, stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the HECS grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save on your order of a complete HECS suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering.
When we get back, we're going to see if Brad can hold it together on this giant buffalo bull. Well, welcome back to Argentina. Brad Gohlke is close to within 30 yards of a giant water buffalo bull. Unfortunately, just when Brad was ready to shoot, he felt that breeze hit the back of his neck. The bull immediately reacted and took off before Brad had a chance to shoot. But then the bull surprised everyone when he suddenly stopped and stared back at Brad standing in the wide open. Then Brad tried to close the distance again. He made it all the way to 50 yards before the bull decided that he'd seen enough. Again, that is HECS in action. Well, that was an incredible stock, and from that point forward, all the guides started referring to Brad as Big Balls, because it definitely took a big set to get that close to one of these giants in the wide open with no rifle cover at all. Well, it's now day 3, and the first half of the day was uneventful. But finally, just before dark, the guys found another giant water buffalo bull. This one was all alone and in a perfect position for a stalk. Well, Brad circled around and came out into the open only about 40 yards from the big bull. He presented a perfect broadside shot and had no idea that he was anywhere around. Well, it's hard to see in this footage, but the hit was a little bit back. But instead of bolting for the brush, the big bull had no idea what had just happened, and he just turned to face Brad directly. Well, this was a tense moment. With the bull already hit, Brad quickly reloaded and put a second shot on him. That shot actually hit the front shoulder, actually breaking it. And between the 2 arrows, it did enough damage to slow him down significantly. Well, the big bull was hit twice and definitely badly wounded. But with darkness only minutes away, the guides decided to leave the bull until the next morning. You know, with any dangerous game, the last thing you ever want to do is push a wounded animal in the dark. That's how hunters and guides get killed every year. This turned out to be a very wise decision.
Well, we put the HECS to the challenge again here in Argentina with Pointer Outfitters. Man, it has been a thrilling, exhilarating hunt. Got in multiple stalks on some big water buffalo. This one, you guys didn't see the first shot I made on him. I actually hit him far back in the guts, and that's why I took that shot that you did see, even though it was a frontal facing shot. And I still got decent penetration. Broke the broadhead off in him and broke that other shoulder over there. And we actually thought he was gonna go down last night. He was stumbling around, but we came in this morning and came back to look for him. It was just too dangerous to look for him at night. And it's a good thing we did, because we came in this morning and had some guys on horseback looking for him, and this guy was actually bedded down in the brush waiting for the horse to come by and almost took one of the guys off. And at that point, unfortunately, it gets too dangerous to do it with the bow. And so, not the ending that I wanted, but he did have to take 375 rounds to put him down after he was that mad. But big, mature, great buffalo. They say he's probably 12 years old. You can see he's all broomed off, got big mass. All the ridges are rubbed out, broomed off the tips. Just a big, majestic, huge trophy here in Argentina.
We have a new sponsor called ShineX. You know, the ShineX product line has some amazing new features that are completely rewriting the book on affordable night hunting optics. We're able to offer the ShineX product line directly to our customers through our sister company, HECS Hunting. Through the HECSHunting.com website, we can offer you the best prices available with free shipping, as well as some special incentives that no one else can offer. So log on to HECSHunting.com, that's NYXHunting.com, and learn more about this amazing technology. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's adventure. You know, we saw HECS in action on a great black bear in New Mexico, then again in Texas on an incredible fallow buck with Ramos. And then we saw the HECS effect once again on that crazy Argentina water buffalo hunt with Brad Gohlke. You know, that's really what HECS is all about, helping hunters make those incredible once-in-a-lifetime memories. You know, we've been doing this since 2010, and we're truly proud that our technology is making such a profound difference for tens of thousands of hunters all over the world. If you don't yet have a HECS system, or if you know somebody who needs one, just go online or give us a call and get the HECS Advantage for your next hunt. You know, the only skeptics are truly those who have never used it. Also, you can see more HECS adventures by subscribing to the HECS Stealth Screen channel on YouTube. And don't forget to follow HECS Hunting on Facebook and Instagram. And we look forward to seeing you again right here next week, where we'll keep pushing the limits and bringing it to you just like it happened, right here on Hunting with HECS.
If you have an amazing HECS encounter you'd like to share, give us a call or go online. You can find out more on our website. While you're online, make sure to take a minute and check us out on our social media sites as well.